All right, everybody. Oh, happy day. So you're thinking about selling final expense life insurance or Medicare insurance, and you're kind of curious, what is this all about? Well, in this video, I'm going to help you understand what reality looks like when you're diving into the insurance career of your dreams as opposed to just a job. Let me tell you, when you're dealing with final expense insurance as a career, there's going to be some times where you're going to get your hands dirty, and I want to make sure you understand with all clarity what the career in insurance looks like. So before I get going, jasonfinalexpense.com, I partner together in my national agency to work with some of the best agents across this nation. If you need help, reach out. We'll help you in any way we can. But let me share with you, when you step into the insurance industry, whether it's Medicare insurance or life insurance, you've got to think about it, especially when you're new, like starting a fire, okay? If you've ever gone through survival training or if you've ever gone through the Boy Scouts or anything like that, when you're trying to start a fire, you're trying to start a career, okay? The hardest part is in the beginning. It's going to get sweaty. It's going to get dirty. You're going to get calluses on your hands, and you know what? You may even bleed, okay? It's like trying to start a fire with two dang sticks, okay? Or you're using the little method with the string, okay? It's not fun. It's not sexy. It's not snappy. It's not glamorous, okay? It's a lot of huffing. It's a lot of puffing. Well, let me tell you, as a insurance agent stepping into this career, you've got to be prepared to embrace sometimes the pain, okay? You got to get ready to say, you know what, I've never started a fire with two sticks before. I've never done this to start a fire, and I got to do a whole lot of huffing and a whole lot of puffing, okay, to get that little ember glowing. When you start off in insurance, you're going to have to do a lot of work, okay, to get the spark of that sale happening. So it's very important that when you first start off with an insurance career, not job, you got to focus on your place that you're going to be stepping into. Focus on the place that you're going to be stepping into as nothing more, nothing less than hard work. So first point, get prepared to be doing some huffing and puffing and a whole lot of hard work. Number two, understand that you're not above anything, and I mean anything, okay? That means if you're a face-to-face insurance agent, be prepared to door knock. You're not above that, okay? We're not going to just sit back in our offices, put our feet up on the desk, and it's just going to happen. Nope. We got to work for it like we want it, okay? That means we've got to get out there and knock doors if we're face-to-face insurance agents. We've got to do the uncomfortable things if you want to have the wealth. When you're stepping into the final expense or Medicare insurance space, it is amazingly simple. But this business is not easy, okay? Just like starting a fire, it is not complicated to start a fire, but it takes lots of work if you don't got matches, okay? So you got to really get after it with your career. Understand it looks like work, smells like work, it's going to act like work, especially at first. Now, when you stay after it, the blessings on the other side are phenomenal. The power that it will bring to you in your life, the flexibility it will give you when you work hard, okay, at the later part of your career, when you stick and stay, you're going to be that top percentage agent in the nation because you weren't afraid of what hard work looks like, and you weren't looking at the career in a different light than maybe it should have been looked into. A lot of times we've got to handle those leads, okay? You've got to really get after those leads just like you would get after the little coals that just start going, okay? If you're trying to start a fire and you got just a little spark, you got a little coal within you, don't let that coal go cold, okay? Once you get that little spark and it starts turning orange, you're like, woo, blow that thing. And then what you got to do is you got to put more, okay, on the fire, and you got to baby it. You got to baby it. Well, when you start off in insurance, once you get your first sale, that's your little coal. That's your ember. That's going to ignite where you're going. Once you get a little spark, a little ember going, don't stop. That's when you want to build momentum, okay? And another thing that I want to share with you is make sure that you're using good methods. If you're partnering wrong as a insurance agent will really hamstring you, okay? You got to make sure that you've got a good coach. You got to make sure you've got a good mentor as opposed to a micromanager. There is a difference. A lot of times certain places are like, you will show up to this meeting and you will come in here with a tie on, and nobody walks into my meeting without a tie on and a suit on, and you got to be here Mondays and you got to be here Wednesdays, and That's called micromanagement, okay? That's not what the industry should ever look like. It's just not. So make sure you're being helped and trained and truly mentored so that you can understand how to start the fire as quick as possible, but then you can build that fire however you want once you get it going. You understand how to make the magic happen, in the heat that it's going to bring you and your family is going to be phenomenal. So partner right for sure, but understand it's always going to look like hard work. So be prepared to put your back into it. Be prepared to sweat. Do those things that unsuccessful people are unwilling to do, or maybe they think is just maybe below them. You got to do lots of door knocking. If you're a telesales, final expense, or Medicare insurance agent, you've got to be prepared to go through the no's, okay? You got to be prepared for rejection. Rejection is super high. Just like when you're trying to start a fire and your hands are getting sweaty and clammy and you're out of breath and you feel like you got COPD and you don't. Oh, you can't lose heart, you can't lose hope when you're in insurance. You got to know that the yes is coming. You got to stay positive up in here. It's really easy to let the negative airspace drag you down. Be prepared to be in a place where you get told no. You're going to get your spark. You will, but you've got to be in a place where you never, and I mean never give up. But make sure you partner right. Make sure you're using proper scripts. Make sure you're using proven power scripts. Good training is so important. And make sure you're with an agency or an IMO that really values training as opposed to recruiting. A lot of places will just put so much emphasis on recruiting instead of making agents top producers in this space. It's very common. So that's why I always say vet your trainer and vet your agency. It is important. You want to make sure it's an agency-minded agency as opposed to a go recruit everybody and your mother. Also, you need to have good leads. If you want to have good conversations, and that's what insurance is about. It's about conversations. You have to have good leads. And some places you want to always ask, what kind of leads do you guys provide? What do you suggest? Are they exclusive? Am I going to be cold calling? Am I going to be just door knocking randomly? Let me tell you, you can be successful cold calling. You can be successful cold knocking, okay? But I'm telling you, a fresh exclusive lead, closest to the sense of urgency, closest to the sense of perceived need, is a powerful place to be as an insurance agent. Getting a good lead with high intent that has exclusivity to you and you alone, that's going to make your job just so much easier. So ask those questions. Don't get shined on by some career briefing, rah-rah session, Lamborghinis in the parking lot. And let me tell you, not a single agent has a Lamborghini. It's all about, okay, the people around you that are shining you on. Just be careful, okay? You want to make sure that you're in a place that is helping top producers get where they want to be. That's important. But vet your manager, your trainer, your mentor. Make sure that they're successful. You want to make sure you're learning from someone that has done what you want to do. You want to make sure they do what you do. Because if they don't, they're training from a place where they lack knowledge. They lack the actual how-to. All right, I could probably train you on certain things, but if I've never done it, how good am I going to really be at transferring that skill set? Probably not very effective. So you want to make sure that you're learning from someone that does what you want to attain, and you want to make sure you're learning from a top producer, a top performer, so they can give you industry tricks so that you can not have as many calluses on your hands when you're trying to learn. Learning the hard way fails a lot of agents out of this space. It just does. You learn the hard way, ouch. Yeah, you got a very small chance of starting a fire on your own if you've never been taught. If you have someone that's built a ton of fires using sticks and other things, and they can give you some tips on how to get that thing going, let me tell you, the pain is still going to be there, but it's minimal compared to an elongated place of pain because you didn't really know what you're doing. And the chance of you feeling like you're cold and wet and miserable increases when you don't have mentorship or someone that can help you get what you want as quick as possible. So be in a place where you're a humble learner for sure. Be in a place where you've got good proven power scripts. You vetted your agency. You understand that you want good exclusive leads, okay? Also make sure whatever agency you work with does not have access to your lead flow. And that's fine if you've got a CRM, but your manager, your upline should never, and I mean never, have access to your leads. That's dangerous, okay? Anytime you're told, oh yeah, don't worry, our company will give you all the leads, don't you worry, wink, wink, run, run, and run, okay? They're micromanaging you, and trust me, if they've got access and put it on their stuff, there's a reason, okay? Probably not as exclusive as you may think, and you'll realize that sooner than you may know if you've partnered with an agency like that. It's painful, okay? So make sure you got good leads, good training, and you've got a good mindset that you understand this business is going to be extremely powerful for you. It's going to give you things that you never thought possible. It'll provide you, oh my goodness, the career of your dreams if you put work into it and you partner right. You want to make sure you've got enough money for lead flow. You want to make sure you've got good training so that you have the best chance of getting off the blocks and becoming as successful as possible, because a lot of agents fail out because they don't have good training. They thought they were joining some place and then found out it was just a free Frankenstein script. Maybe they joined a place that said they knew telesales, and then you found out that, okay, that your upline did nothing but face-to-face, and now they're trying to figure it the heck out, and they gave you some free Frankenstein script. Let me tell you, you can smell that stuff a mile away. Just take a sniff at it, take a peek at that free script, and you tell me, okay, you're going to go, oh, that's a face-to-face script. Run, okay? You want to make sure you're using true intellectual property. You're using good telesales material if you're going to go into telesales. And if you're going to go face-to-face, I got crazy resources for that too. But you want to make sure you're using that technique, okay, for that part of the trade. Insurance, truthfully is a trade. You got to understand it. It's a trade you have to learn, no different than trying to become an electrician. You've got to go through a time where you are taught, like a journeyman, right? You're moving up through mentorship, and then you're going to get to a place where you're that guy that can touch lines. It's no big deal. You won't get zapped. But if you handle leads wrong, let me tell you, it'll hurt you. So make sure you've got good mentorship. Make sure you look at this like a trade, but also go into it with both eyes open, okay? Don't get shined on by certain places that just, okay, look at you like a wet noodle against a wall, okay? Here's a contract, hope you make it. Here's a free script over there. Go watch some dang videos, and yeah, try to schedule if you need to talk to something or need somebody. That's not good. You want to make sure that you got answers quickly if you really want to sustain yourself and become a top-producing, successful agent. Don't get treated like a wet noodle getting flung up against a wall, and then you got questions and you don't get an answer from your upline. You've got questions and your mentor doesn't pick up the phone, or they're too busy for you. That'll beat you in the face in this industry, cost you thousands of dollars if you can't get answers, if you don't have a good guy or good gal that's really there for you. If you're in a house and you can't get those answers quickly, you just lost money. You lost revenue. Understand that. If you can't get a hold of them in the beginning of the relationship, it probably isn't going to get better, okay? So have good mentorship, have good people that can help you sustain your career, help you become more successful, and you'll be a happier agent as a result. So understand this business looks like hard work. Understand you got to have things done right and done tight, okay? Learn the easy way, but the business is not going to be easy, okay? But make sure you're a good student to get that fire going, but make sure that you understand it's going to be work, work, work. But once you get that spark, just keep putting more leads on the fire, keep putting more logs on the fire. It'll keep you warm and happy and put you into a place where you succeed. Put you into a place where you become a $1 million roundtable agent. You become an agent that just loves what they do because you embrace the temporary pain, because you know the heat that will come. You know the success that will come from looking at this like the career that it is. It's an amazing career, taking care of good families. They need you. They want you. I hope you stay in this industry. I hope you have fun doing it. And I hope you embrace the temporary pain, because the beauty that will come later will be something to behold. I hope this helps you. Have an amazing day.